Okay, let's just jump right into this. I want you to picture a scenario. Imagine two companies sitting right across the street from each other, and they're selling the exact same product to the exact same market. From the outside, they look completely identical, but inside, their operations are just worlds apart. In today's Explainer, we're diving into a really compelling breakdown by Manjish Mohanan. It's called The Vital Edge: Why AI and Automation Define Modern Business, and we're going to figure out exactly what separates the winners from the losers in today's landscape. So let's look at how these two hypothetical businesses actually operate. We'll start with Company A. They rely heavily on manual processes. We're talking teams just buried in giant spreadsheets, endless email chains, and, well, a ton of repetitive human effort. Every single time an order comes in or a report needs filing, an actual human being has to physically type it out. Now compare that to Company B. They leverage AI and automation to handle all of those routine tasks. They're using smart systems to analyze their data, support their customers, and just generally improve their day-to-day decision-making.
So, looking at these two entirely different approaches, after one full year of operations, which company do you think is going to be faster, more efficient, and ultimately more profitable? Think about it for a second. The answer is, well, Company B almost always wins. And honestly, it's not even a photo finish. It is a landslide. Company B wins because of superior speed, massive efficiency gains, and way higher profit margins. And this exact dynamic right here, this is why organizations all over the world are currently undergoing these massive transformations driven by artificial intelligence and automation.
All right, Section 1, defining the tools, automation versus artificial intelligence. Let's cut through the buzzword bingo for a minute and just remove the mystery surrounding these technologies.
First up, we've got automation. Simply put, automation is technology that performs repetitive tasks automatically. Think of it like a machine that's strictly following a set of predefined instructions. Mohanan's breakdown provides some really great concrete examples of this. Things like automatic invoice processing, automated inventory updates, generating reports, or shooting off automated email responses. He basically set the rule, and the machine executes it flawlessly every single time. It doesn't get tired, it doesn't need a coffee break, and it never makes a typo.
Now let's compare that to artificial intelligence, or AI. The absolutely crucial point to understand here is that AI goes one massive step further than basic automation. While automation is just a machine following a rule, AI is more like a smart assistant helping people work better. AI actually has the capacity to analyze vast amounts of data, predict future trends, understand really complex customer behavior, and actively assist employees with their decision-making. So it doesn't just do what it's told, it actually learns and advises. Moving on to Section 2, the urgency of transformation, competing on a global scale. Because understanding these tools is one thing, but we need to look at why waiting to adopt them is literally no longer an option.
The harsh reality is that geographical borders just don't protect businesses anymore. Today, a local company in Germany isn't just competing with the business down the street. They are competing directly with companies in India, China, the US, Singapore, Dubai, you name it. This fierce international competition means your competitors are constantly finding ways to offer faster service, better quality, and lower prices. So, organizations that refuse to adopt AI, they're inevitably going to struggle to keep up in this completely borderless arena. And it's not just the competitors pushing this change either. It's the customers. Modern customers simply do not want to wait. They expect 24/7 support, lightning-fast delivery, quick responses, highly personalized experiences, and just overall better quality. Think about it. If your human staff goes home at 5 p.m., but you've got a customer in another time zone who needs help at 2 a.m., what happens? Well, that's exactly where AI chatbots and automated systems become absolutely essential. They provide that round-the-clock support even when your human team is totally offline.
Then there's the massive internal benefit, which is cost and time reduction. Without AI, routine tasks like data entry, prepping reports, checking inventory, scheduling, they consume hours and hours of valuable employee time. But with AI, those exact same tasks are completed in literal minutes. By radically reducing the time spent on basic operations, you're actually freeing your human workforce to focus on what humans actually enjoy doing: complex problem solving, building deep relationships with customers, driving innovation, and growing the business.
But arguably the most critical shift is in decision-making. Look, organizations generate massive amounts of data every single day. But without AI, most of that data just sits there. It's completely unused and, frankly, useless. But with AI, that raw data suddenly becomes instantly actionable. Sales trends are clearly identified. Future demand is accurately predicted. Business risks are detected early.
and new market opportunities are found way faster. Ultimately, better data just leads to significantly sharper business decisions.
Which brings us to Section 3, Real-World Applications. Let's look at AI in action, from warehouses to customer support, using Mohanan's fantastic case studies to see how this plays out in the real world.
Take warehouse operations, for instance. Just imagine a warehouse manager using the traditional method, manually checking stock every single day. Naturally, this leads to human errors, severe delays, and sometimes missing inventory, which ultimately results in waste and agonizingly slow operations. Now look at the AI and automation method. Sensors track the stock automatically. AI predicts future demand and literally creates automatic purchase orders, sending the managers alerts before a shortage ever even occurs. The result? Dramatically less waste, lightning-fast operations, and incredibly high customer satisfaction.
And we see that exact same radical difference in customer support. In a traditional setup, a customer sends an email, and then they wait an agonizing 24 hours just to get a basic response. But in an AI-powered support model, the customer asks a question, and an AI chatbot responds instantly. And hey, if the issue is too complex for the bot, it instantly forwards all the context to a human employee so they can seamlessly take over. You get a frictionless resolution, way happier customers, and a massively reduced workload for your actual team.
All right, Section 4, and this is the big one, the big question. Will AI replace employees? It's the elephant in the room and definitely the biggest concern on everyone's mind right now.
Will AI replace you? It's a stark question, isn't it? But it's a source of real, understandable anxiety for a lot of modern workers who are watching these tools do things in seconds that used to take them hours.
But here is the objective reality, straight from the source material. AI usually replaces tasks, not people. The essential takeaway here is that employees who actively learn to use AI tools actually become far more valuable to their organizations. The technology isn't here to empty out the office. It's really just here to clear your desk of all the tedious busywork.
Let me show you exactly what that looks like in practice. Let's look at an IT department. Before AI, an IT tech might spend their entire day manually answering 100 tedious password reset requests. After AI adoption, the AI handles all of those resets instantly. Does the IT staffer get fired? No, definitely not. They finally have the time to focus on vital cybersecurity, networking, and critical system improvements. Their role transforms from being repetitive and boring to being highly strategic and impactful.
But to survive this transition, you do have to upskill. Whether you're a top executive or a brand new intern, you need digital skills and data understanding. You need to know how to actually use these AI tools. But honestly, just as importantly, you need the deeply human skills, complex problem solving, advanced communication skills, and above all, a continuous learning mindset. The future belongs entirely to those who can work seamlessly together with AI.
And that brings us to Section 5, the ultimate choice, adapt or fall behind. This is really the climax of our explainer. AI is no longer just a fascinating trend or a fun little experiment for the IT department. It's an absolute, unavoidable business necessity.
Organizations that delay this transformation are putting themselves at a severe, perhaps even fatal risk of falling behind their competitors in the global market. But the organizations that embrace it, they'll increase productivity, reduce costs, improve customer experiences, and make far better decisions. So the question is really no longer should we adopt AI? The only question left is how quickly can we adapt?
I want to leave you with this final, incredibly powerful quote from Mohanan's breakdown. I think it perfectly captures everything we've explored today. AI will not replace people, but people who know how to use AI may replace those who don't. The future belongs to organizations and employees who learn, adapt, and innovate together. It's a profound challenge for all of us. The tools are right here, the competition is fierce, and the choice is entirely yours. So are you ready to adapt?